Hey guys, my name is Kamronni, and welcome to my next Let's Play. Welcome to Let's Play Fire Emblem Awakening. Okay, so this game means quite a lot to me, and first off, I want to say that this game is actually relatively new, as you can see at the bottom of the screen. 2012 through 2013. It was released in Japan in 2012, and came to the United States, or rather North America, excuse me, in 2013. And this game means a lot to me, and I feel like I waited a good amount of time because I played this game in 2013 when it came to the US, and let me tell you, I love this game from the start. This was my first Fire Emblem game, my first in the series, and I'll be completely honest with you guys, this is still the only Fire Emblem game I played, but I love it to death. I mean, this game easily made it into my top 5, top 3 favorite games of all time. I mean, this is one of my all-time favorites. I love this game to death. And by the way, I do have to mention that there's a few references in this game to past games in the Fire Emblem series, and I won't be able to get all those, but I'll try my best. I've done quite a bit of research for this, so I'll be able to point out those references when they pop up. But anyway, yeah, so this is my 10th Let's Play. This is a big Let's Play that I've been working on, and I once called it my most ambitious project yet, but when I said that, I was planning on doing another game, but this project will still have a lot of work into it. I was going to do full out voice acting for this, but we all know how Spirit Tracks went, so we're just gonna get started here with a new game. Okay, so right here, for those of you who never played a Fire Emblem game, this will make no sense to you, and I'm pretty sure a few people who are watching this have played a Fire Emblem game. For those of you who haven't, for now, you're going to want to choose Normal for serious beginners, and although I played through this game nearly 2 times, I don't think I'm ready to go to hard mode. I've played on hard mode. I have a file that's on hard mode, and I got stuck around mission 19. So, well, actually, no, I take that back. No, that file isn't hard mode, but I have played hard mode before, and believe me when I say it's not fun. And Lunatic, as they call it, is the hardest mode. You do not want to play with Lunatic unless you've been playing Fire Emblem since you were like the age of 5. You don't want to choose Lunatic. Lunatic will kick the crap out of you because Normal for me is hard enough, and by all means I am not a master of Fire Emblem Awakening or Fire Emblem in general, so I will go with Normal, and this right here is also very important. Once again, this will make no sense for those of you who haven't played a Fire Emblem game, but game mode, fallen units return, you can save anywhere, which is casual, or units are lost wherever. Each decision counts. So basically, if you have a unit fall, it will not die. This unit will not be gone forever. The unit can return. It's just faints, I guess you could say in Pokemon terms. So, I want to go with Classic, and I played run through on Classic mode, but it's just so stressful, and I feel like where this game shines is definitely, I mean, I was about to say was the story, but the battle system for this game is so much fun, but I love the story for this game, and I don't want to get too stressed out on the battle system to not be able to pay attention to the story. Because trust me when I say that the story is pretty great for this game. It has some really great plot twists, and this has been called the best in the series, along with Sacred Stones. I don't know. But either way, I love this game a lot, and I'm going to go with casual because, yeah, I'm a sissy. I'm going on normal casual mode. So fallen units return. I'm going in the easiest mode just for the sake of the walkthrough. So anyway, or let's play rather. So, create an avatar. Are you male or female? I am male, so let's go with that. Appearance, and you have different types of builds, different types of face models, and whatnot. And also it's worth mentioning, I am recording this on a 3DS capture card, so I'm looking at this off of a tiny screen. You guys are watching this blown up on the YouTube. So, know that the quality doesn't look as amazing as it does on the 3DS, but let me tell you that the quality for this game is amazing. I mean, the graphics are just beautiful. And the animation, as you see later, is as well. But anyway, I'm gonna stop talking because we're already 6 minutes in this video. So, create an avatar, build number 1, I'm not that tall, and I'm gonna base this off of me. Build number 2, build number 3, I'm not that tall, I'll go with the shortest one. I'm 5'8", but I don't consider myself to be tall by all means. So anyway, let's see, face models, let's see, which mainly has to do with eyes and eyebrows. Let's see, there's 5, this one right here, this guy got beat up a lot. Let's see, you have that one. That one looks like it's kind of stoned, so I'm not going to go with that one. That one doesn't open up its eyes. I think I'll go with the first one. Let's see, hair. Okay, let's see how many different models we do. It's 5 models from hair. Okay, so this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, or that one. I think I'm going to go with the first one. I hate to keep going with the first ones, because it's kind of basic, but you know. So let's see. Brown is my hair color. Voice?
Let's do it. We can do it. Thanks.
Okay, not number 3.
We can do it. Now that's strategy.
I don't want to keep on doing number 1 voice, number 1 thing, so I will go with
Nicely
middle
done.
voice number 2. So let's go with the next. Okay, choose a name for your avatar. Now the basic default name is Robin. I'm tempted to change it to Cameron, but I'm going to leave it as Robin, because when you change it to your name, it's very personalized to, like, it seems very personal, if that makes any sense. It seems very personal to the person who's playing it. And since there's going to be people watching this, I don't want it to be geared just towards me, if that makes any sense. So I'm going to go with Robin. I'm just going to keep it as that. Yes, I will. Let's see, birthday. I am going to put in my birthday, which is April 1st. And yeah, I'm not joking. I promise you I'm not. Okay, now right here, this comes to battle stats. Right here we have an asset and a flaw. Now, obviously, they can't be the same thing, so you have to choose a different asset and a different flaw. I mean, all of them, I mean, I really don't want to say, you know, there's one asset, like, asset that you want to have that's, you know, it's the best asset to have, blah, 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 one flaw that just doesn't matter. But, I mean, all these are all pretty important, so, I mean, it all depends. I do not recommend choosing magic as your weakness, because, as you will learn later, magic is actually important to our main character, so you do not want to do that. Let's see, you're going to want to... Defense is a really good asset to have. So is resistance, but HP... strength, magic. Magic is another good asset to have. Let's see. Speed is also very good. It's kind of hard to... It's really hard to choose. So let me see. We will go with... You know what? I think I'm going to go with defense this type around, because... Your main character, if your main character falls, you're in deep duty, and by that I mean to start over, like the mission. So, I'm doing defense, just to stay safe. And flaw, if we were being accurate here with my, you know, off of me personally, my flaw would definitely be luck, because I'm not a very lucky person. But, I'm not going to choose that. Resistance, strength, no. Skill, speed. You know what? Actually, I think I will choose luck as my flaw. So anyway, with all that, we are done with creating our avatar. So, let's get on with it. Use this avatar? Yes, I will. Choose a file, and here we go.
This is it. Our final battle.
Okay, so we were thrown into this game knowing nothing. You will learn in a moment. But anyway, a slide guide has appeared on the touch screen. So if you look, and by the way, if you choose beginner or normal mode, you will get these tutorials. If you don't, then you won't get the tutorials. But anyway, I'm going to read these out to you guys. So system menu. Let's see, to open up the system menu, move the cursor to the empty space and press an A button. Okay. And then you can save your progress or guide, or go to guide with these slides. Okay. So there we go. Route the enemy player phase.
Listen to me.
Okay, so right here you have the basic tutorial down there, but I think it's kind of basic. So I'm just going to show you guys what we have to do. Okay, so far we have 2 units. Our main character, which, by the way, if you look, we're fully leveled up at level 20. And so is Crom.
Right.
Let's move you forward. All I can do now is wait. At least we're not.
Mark.
Go ahead. Okay, go ahead, Robin. He's not rage to the enemy yet, but once you do that. If you look on the bottom, you can see Nope, it went away. But it shows you phases. The end of the enemy phase and the player phase. When you move all your units and you attack with all your units, then after that it becomes enemy phase, and you know, back and forth. That's how it goes. So, good, he's almost within reach. Let's move in and strike. So, what you want to do, move in, or actually, what I'm going to do first, is going to move Robin in. If you look, he has range attacks, and he has magic, so let's use that. So, 17-17 each. If you look at the bottom, you can see a few basic stats for that battle, or for that attack, I guess you could say. So anyway, combat, okay, there you go. Select one of your units, and move it closer to the enemy and attack. So there you go, and the reason why I moved mine first is, well, you're about to see right here. So, let's attack. And if you look, since my unit is close to him, as well next to him, he can fight with him in battle and sometimes do additional hits, as you can see right here. So you're going to want to put that into your strategy later in the game, but I'll talk about that later. For now, let's just pay attention to the cutscene.
This isn't over! Damn you both!
You alright? That's the end of him. Thanks to you, we carried the day. We can rest easy now.
At long last. What's wrong? Hang on.
This is not your fault. Promise me you'll escape from this place. Please, go.
Crom, we have to do something.
What do you propose we do?
I don't know.
I see you're awake now.
Hey there.
There are better places to take a nap than on the ground, you know. Give me your hand.
You all right? Thank you, Crom. Hmm? Huh? What?
What?
Explain. Huh? Right. Right.
Ah.
I am not delicate.
Right. Yeah. Really?
Crom!
My lord. Of course. Oh. Gods! Crumb! Good. Shall we then?
So, with that, remember Robin, we are practice thieves and remember Robin, we face practice thieves and murderers. That will grant us no quarter. It's kill or be killed. So, as you look below, losing units. Okay, if your unit's HP drops to 0, the unit will no longer be able to fight. Or at least that's the way it is in casual mode. If it's in classic mode, then your unit will die. And you cannot have Crom or your main character die. If that happens, then it is game over. So, fallen units are lost forever in classic mode, for the duration of the battle in classic, or in casual. So, if either Crom or Robin fails the battle, it's game over. Be careful. So, alright, well, let's get started here. We already know the basics of moving our characters and fighting. So, let's get started. So right here, also if you look, we have different weapons. Crom has a falcon and a rapier. So, by the way, one thing that I'm going to say about this Let's Play is I'm going to butcher so many names. So if you just simply correct me in the comment section, I will gladly say the correct name. But just letting you know until then, I will butcher a ton of names. But anyway, as you can see, sometimes one weapon works better than the other. So the falcon has an 83% chance of hitting, while the rapier has a 93% chance. So we'll go with that, but the falcon doesn't have any Well, if you see those numbers by it, like 35, and this one doesn't have a number, that means that the rapier will break after a little while, but the falcon will not. So, let's use this, because the steels has a higher % chance of hitting. So there you go, and if you look below, you can see we have a 10% chance of getting a critical, 93% chance of hitting, and we deal 11 damage. He dealt none because our armor is stronger than his sword, I guess you could say. So, before you launch an attack, an off-screen forecast will tell you how it might play out. Okay, so there you go. That's gonna tell you that. And see, let's move our tactician as well. So Robin, I see you wear a sword. Wait, is that a tome? You know magic? I believe so. I suppose I should check. You believe so? Perhaps I'll just keep a few paces behind you for the time being. No, I can control it, I'm sure. So, now, how does this work again? Ah, yes. Okay. So, as it's going to tell us right below, you can do ranged attacks with, well, with magicians and with people with tomes. So, we have a tome. We are a magician, I guess you could say. Not really a magician, but we can deal with magic. So we can attack from the distance, and we can take you out. So there you go. And if you look, well, actually, I didn't get to show you like the battle forecast or whatever, I guess you could say it. I'll show you guys that in a moment. But also, speed has to do with like how many units your player can move in a turn. It also has to do with in battle and sometimes who hits first, sometimes. But anyway, let's move Frederick up. We'll have him wait. And one thing right here, if you go over the enemies, if you move your cursor over the enemies, you can see their range. If you hit A, it will hold a range of attack. Now, if you come right over here, let's take that off. Let's move Lisa. We'll see who's delicate. I may not be able to attack like Crom, but when you get injured, I'll be the one stitching your bones back together. Care of my trusty staff. Okay, tell me where to go, Robin. So, we're already being the one in charge. We're telling everyone what to do. You want to make sure your healer, which right now is Lisa, stays out of the range of attack because she cannot defend herself. So, she's out of the range of attack. No one can hurt her. We'll keep her right there. But you also want to keep her as close to your units as you can so she can heal them up when she needs to. So you only deal 2 damage. There you go. You need to have that high percent of chance of hitting. But yeah, for some reason I need to start showing the... Wait, anyway. Is anyone hurt? It would be foolish to leave a wound untreated. Indeed, timely use of a staff or vulnerary should prevent the worst. Okay. So, you're almost dead. We can take you out easily. In fact, what we can do is to continue to move our unit up. We can move our unit this way, but we can still attack and make some progress proceeding on the battlefield. So, there you go. We'll use our magic, and since we're next to Frederick, he gets to help us in battle. Oh, critical. 5% chance critical. Wow. With that, there you go. And when you get a critical, it deals 3 times the amount of damage. And there you go. We get our experience as well. And when you fight with the character in battle, you will grow with that character. Your bond will strengthen with that character. So you're going to want to try to do that in the battlefield. And we'll also get into some more complicated things with that later. But anyway, with that little sparkly thing that we saw that we moved on to, we found an item. Sometimes you can find an item where you can get extra experience, but right now we got an item. So you got a balmwood staff. Okay. So let's see, Crom hasn't moved yet. We'll move him right up here. And let's see, I'll use the Falcon because it still has a pretty high percent chance of hitting. And they deal the same damage. Actually, I'm gonna close this, but yeah, if you look at the top, you can see like the hit rate, and it doesn't show you the critical hit rate, but anyway, you can see what it's gonna do right up there. So we will use the Falcon. And by the way, if you look below, you can, on the small screen, you can pause it. You can't rewind it. Well, I think you can actually. See, you can change the angles as well, and like the first person view or the side person view. It's really cool. And you can fast forward it as well. You fast forward it by pressing B, well, by holding B rather. So if, while you're going through battle, if you just want to speed things along, just hold B, because that will speed things up quite a bit by speeding up those cutscenes. So we're going to finish you off, since we have no more, you're our last offensive unit. So let's finish you off really quick with Frederick. Or you can hold A to speed up. And if you look, Frederick, his speed is high enough, and which, by the way, and also another thing. Well, first of all, I'm going to remove this. I'm going to put this note up right now. Okay, this is my battle tip number 1. Battle tips, basically, the name is self-explanatory. They will give you tips on what you need to do for certain stages, or just basic battle tips in general. And this one right here says, number 1, says that swords are strong against axes, axes are strong against lances, and lances are strong against swords. That guy, well, that guy was a magician, so that gets a little bit more complicated, but we won't get into that. If you look right up here, we have a guy with a sword. That means if we had Frederick, who has a lance, if we attacked him, he would be able to hit twice and do twice the amount of damage. But I mean, we'll learn more about that later. For now, it's not really that important because it's really easy here at the beginning of the game. But let's move this unit forward. If you want to be safe, you can see where the range of attack is. But you don't want to just, I am right now since it's the first level, but you don't want to blindly move your healers around. You want to make sure you know that they're not in the range of attack or not. And I know this first episode, it's going by extremely slow. Which, by the way, right there was blocked, no damage done to us. There you go, we deal quite a bit to you. Now I know this first episode is going by very slow and I'm talking a lot, but normally when we get into battling later, I won't be explaining this. Right now, I'm just kind of in my Let's Play tutorial mode, just telling you guys how to do this. And for those of you who have already played this game and you know what's going on, I apologize for this because this must seem very redundant to you. But, with that, I think we're going to move Robin right up here, and he can do diagonal attacks, so we're going to finish you off.
Shall we?
Speed it up as well, just for the sake of time. And yeah, well, right now right there we just killed him before our person we were fighting with could do a second attack, but a lot of times he'll do a second attack. And that's very useful, the person you're sitting next to. So right up here we have the boss character. He does not have a very wide range at all, so we can kind of move Lisa wherever we want to. And Chrom really doesn't need it, but I just want to show it off as an example as what healers do. If you move the character and you put the cursor over another one of your characters, you can see how much, well, your healing character can heal your other character, and yeah, you can go on from there. Sounds very redundant. Healing character, blah, blah, blah. So there you go. And you do want to use your healers, trust me. Even, right at the beginning of the game, even if your character has, 19 out of 20 health, you're going to want to use your healers. Because my first mistake that I made when I was playing this game is that I did not use my healers at all. Because I don't need my healers. Look, I have 15 HP. I have plenty of HP. I'm good. But you want to make sure your healers get experience. And that's the only way to get experience, by healing other characters. So even if the character doesn't necessarily need it, you're always going to want to heal.
Are you ready?
Still with us, Robin? Strange. Here on the battlefield, I can see things.
What?
See things like what? The enemy strength, their weaponry, the flow of battle. I must have studied this somewhere.
Really?
So you're saying you can size up an enemy at a glance?
Yeah.
Yeah, it would seem so. And perhaps more, if I apply myself. So what he's talking about, well, what Robin's talking about is what we're seeing right here. We're seeing how many units the enemies can move and whatnot, and how everything's going to play out. And one thing I really love about this game is the strategy. I love the strategy of this game. Later it gets so complicated, and I love strategic games like this, and it gets hard, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm not the best at strategy, or at least, turn-based battle systems, that kind of strategy. But I love this game to death because of all the strategic thinking that's involved. But anyway, we're going to move all our characters. We're going to move this one right here with Frederick. And I could have ended it off right there, but I'm going to let Frederick sit right there in a little shiny, sparkly spot and see what we get. I'm going to get some extra training. And there you go. Weapon proficiency has improved. We'll get into that later. And that's another thing you can get from going to the sparkly spots. So, alright.
Yeah.
Okay, Robin, are you alright, Robin? Don't rush into danger. Find Chrom, don't worry. You lent us strength, and that makes you a friend. Having an ally by my side gives me courage.
Well...
Thank you, but I think there's more to it than that. What do you mean? I believe that there's a tactical advantage to fighting side by side. It's fuzzy, but yes, working in pairs improves strength, defense, speed. Yes, I'm sure of it. So, if you look right here, and this will kind of explain what I've been telling you guys, for the past, 20 minutes or so. Support actions. When you place two units in adjacent spaces, they will support each other in battle. Not only will this boost your unit's stats, got your back, but a second unit may also be able to block enemies' attacks or strike additional blows for you, a dual strike. So this kind of gets in more with the strategic things later. Anyway, you guys will see, so right here we're going to move from a distance, and Garrick, our boss character, he can attack from a distance, but he can't really do that much damage, so I'm going to do that, and he doesn't really have that high of a hit rate either. Here, sheepy sheepy, come to my slaughter.
My steel is yours.
Well, we should be saying that to you. I'm joking. Anyway, so there's our damage. And yeah, we did take that 3 HP, but it really doesn't mean anything to us. And we leveled up, level 2. And that will raise our stats. Now, if you guys remember when we chose our asset and our flaw, we will get additional experience on our asset and less on our flaw. So as you see right there, we have 3 luck. That's our lowest skill. So yeah. Anyway, and honestly, that's actually a pretty good asset to have sometimes, but it's not, you know, fully reliable. But I would recommend, if you play the game through a time or so, to, you know, make luck your asset. It makes it interesting sometimes. But anyway, wow, sometimes I even surprised myself. Well, yeah, with that, let's see, I'm going to move Lisa right up here to be able to heal Robin and get some experience. But yeah, I know this very easy battle is taking me forever. That's because I'm explaining everything. Battles will go much faster later, and I apologize for the length of this video. But anyway, we're going to move Crom right here, next to Robin, because they're in adjacent spaces. That's such a good way to explain it. Let's see, we won't be able to fully kill Garrick quite yet, but let's see. And the hit percent range is really high, so it doesn't really matter what I choose. But we're next to him, so we might be able to enter the final blow. There you go. Even though we've already used our turn, we're still able to use final blow because we're in adjacent spaces. But anyway. And whoever deals the final blow, or kills the boss of the level, gets a lot of experience. But anyway, so right here you can see the stats, how many turns it took you, and the heroes of the battle. Those are the ones who really did deal the most damage, or were really important in defeating the mission. But anyway, so today it's Robin and Frederick.
Right. Right. My lord. It's all right. Oh. Listen. Yeah. Huh? Really?
Right.
My thanks.
Huh?
Shall we then?
So, with that, save our progress. And now, we get the world map. Finally. So, we just did the South Town, the Prologue. And next, we have Chapter 1, West of Listal. I'm gonna call it Listal. Okay, I'm butchering the pronunciations. I'm gonna look it up right after this video. I should have looked it up before. I apologize. But anyway, West of Listal, Chapter 1. We will be doing that in the next episode. So, I've been Kamronni. Thank you guys for watching this first episode of Fire Emblem Awakening. I'm really looking forward to this Let's Play, and I hope you are too. And for those of you who haven't seen this game, I'm very excited to show you what this game has in store. Trust me, you will not be disappointed. Thank you guys for watching. I've been Kamronni, and I'll see you guys back here next time. So, goodbye guys.